Everyone, welcome to this explanation. So in this video tutorial I am going to solve an old question problem. That is, this question has been asked in 2070 and this is a question of a string pattern, printing a string pattern. So the pattern is, it is the combination of small and capital letter. So capital P, again capital P small u, capital P small u capital L, capital P small u capital L small c, capital P small u capital L small c capital H, capital P small u capital L small c capital H O, capital P small u capital L small c H small O capital W, and finally capital P small u capital L small c capital H small O capital W and small k. Okay, so this is the question, this is the pattern that we have to print. Okay, so I have already executed the code, so you can see this is the pattern. Okay, so let me explain the code first and then we'll execute and see the code. So it's very simple. So what you have to do is you have to consider a string. So if this is our code, so let's write the code main. Okay, so first of all we'll consider a string. Okay, char str, and I'll consider all the letters as capital. You can also consider all the letters as small. Okay, so all the letters as capitals. What happens is, in memory somewhere, what happens, this is my string variable and it is like this: P U L C H O W and K. Okay, so index of this is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. It means that if you want to display str0, we have to do, it will be P. Similarly str1, it will be Q. Okay, so I think you know this concept. This is array. So now how we're going to execute the code, we are going to use nested loop. So for I equals to 0, I less than 8, I plus plus. Again for j equals to 0, j less than I and j plus plus. We have used two nested loop. If, okay, what we are going to do, we are going to mode this j, because you can see this, wherever we have wherever we have even index, okay, like 0 2 4, all those are capital letter. 0 2, like 0 2 4 and 6, these are capital letters. Okay, and wherever the index are odd, that is 1 3 5 and 7, they are small letters. Okay, so it's all about odd and even. So if j mod 2 will be equals to 0, so what we are going to do, we are going to print it as it is. Put char str j. It means that we are going to print it in form of capital only. Else, it means that if j mod 2 is not equals to 0, it is not even index, it is an odd index. So what we are going to do, we are going to convert it into small letter. Okay, it means that capital letter plus 32, if you are going to do, it is converted to small letter. Okay, so finally this for loop gets closed here. Okay, after this for loop is closed, we are going to use a /n, that is put char /n for new line, and finally we are going to close the other for loop and then the main function. Okay, I hope you got this code. Okay, so let's start with the code portion. So this is the code. So as you can see, we have taken a string called pulljob, all in capitals. You can also take in small. Again two variables I and j. So my first loop is I equals to 0, I less than equals to 7 and I plus plus. Okay, so 7 it's length of the pulljob, that's why it's 7. J equals to 0, j less than equals to I, it's going up to I and j plus plus. Okay, so let's consider the first value, I equals to 0. Okay, 0 less than 7, yes. J equals to 0, j less than equals to I, yes. So j mod 2 equals to 0. If j mod 2, so what is the value of j? 0. So 0 mod 2 equals to 0. So what is the index of 0? String 0 equals to P. Okay, it means that 0 mod 2 is equals to 0, the condition is true. That is why we are going to print the string 0 as it is. It means that first we'll print the letter P, that is capital P, as it is. Okay, after that we'll end this loop because it's going only till less than equals to I, that is 0. We'll add in this first for loop, so we're going to new line. Now again the loop continues from here, so the value of I is increased by 1. Okay, so j equals to 0, j less than equals to I. It means that now the loop of j goes from P to U. Fine. So first of all it checks for 0. So 0 mod 2 equals to 0. Yes, it is true. So it is going to print P as it is in capital letter. Okay, now again this loop has not ended because the value of I is increased to 1. So again the value of j increases to 1. So 1 less than equals to 1. Yes, it is true. So 1 mod 2 is 0. No, it is not 0. So it goes to else part, and whatever letter is in 1, index 1, that is U, it converts this capital U to small u by adding it to 32. Okay, so this U is printed in the form of small letter. Finally it ends the loop, it goes to new line. Now the value of I becomes 2. It means that we are going from PU to L. So again in this case 0, 1, 2. So P and L are even, so it falls in this category. So it is printed as it is in capital, and U is odd, so it is printed in the form of small letter. Like this we are going to print alternative even or odds. Fine. So this is the code. I'm going to zoom in so that it fits in one single screen. Okay, so this is our code. Okay, it's very easy. So like this you can print any pattern of a string. So let me execute this. So if I execute, you can see capital P small u, capital P small u, capital L, capital P small u, capital L small c. Like this the pattern is printed. Now what happens if the same code is run and if you print I instead of j here? So I have printed this pattern. Okay, sorry, what happens if instead of j mod 2 you use I mod 2? The code is same, but instead of j mod 2 I have used I mod 2. If you run this code, what happens? It's like this: small p, then capital Pu, small pul, then capital pulc, small pulch, then capital pulcho. Like this, alternative even odds are there. Okay, in this way you can alter the codes yourself and get it. Okay, so I hope you understood this code, and if you have any problem, if you have any question, please comment below, and we are going to add more questions from old question discussion. So stay tuned and stay safe. Thank you.